Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
In an NFL that's uncertain from year to year, you know what you're going to get from year to year from tight end Kyle Rudolph. Very consistent, a nice threat in the passing game. The thing he's most proud of is continued improvement as a run blocker.
From the 27, Rudolph got an open man. It's a noon one. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. 16 yards. First down, 49ers. The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down and 4. Wentz got a man open. It's Wims. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the 49ers first down. On the draw play, Coleman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On second down now, it's Coleman, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
He'll find Lindsey here, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They run with Travis Homer, the rookie from Miami. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
We're going to shut you down.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Set, 18 Gator, 54, right, 54. If you don't get this board, use this River.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time. That'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Rudolph. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
60
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Rams first down.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
15 line. 15 line. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, go.
On second and 15 now. Rudolph. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Going on the ground with Homer. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down and 4. Rudolph. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. From the 16, Wentz.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll get some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
I got you. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Preston Smith on the tackle.
Mike 34. Mike 34. Go.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about. Set up, down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? And the Niners get there and bring him down. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Well, soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, and we're going to focus now on Mason Rudolph. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Got a man, that's Quinn. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. 70, Indy.
2 yards on the pickup. It's single.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rudolph, and he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Homer. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready.
They'll run with Darkwa. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Rudolph. Anunwa's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rudolph looking to throw it. Rudolph loses the football. It's out.
You better talk to your boy.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Rudolph looking to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Rudolph. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, he's still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Coleman. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run this with Homer. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see what you got. Get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rudolph. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown.
And now look at him go. The 30, 10, touchdown. Jordan Scarlett with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Darquan. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is Thompson, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Indy.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rudolph now to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Let's go.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Rudolph on 1st down. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Rudolph throwing again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Wentz got a man open. It's Wims. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Wentz. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got Burton here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught. Humphreys. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
90 Wolf. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Get it.
On the run, Darkwa. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ready? 30 base.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
He's got Smith here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
56. Check 56. Danny. Clear. Ready.
Here's Darkwa. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Rudolph. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. To Thompson on the draw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. On 1st down, it's Thompson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. They go with Thompson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by McManus is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
First down.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 58, right over there. Right over there. 58.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he whips that one incomplete there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Now Scarlett. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 24, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
On On second down now. It's Thompson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Here we go. 15,
Tackle made by Brandon Graham. It's a gain of 3.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. And that's caught by Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Good job.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now left side on the swing pass. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well. It'll
go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Wentz now on 1st down. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49er 1st down.
Into the red zone. Wentz. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the Rams 13.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz setting up the screen here. It's Barber. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas. On the ready.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Rudolph looking to throw. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game. Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Barber. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Adam Humphries with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Rudolph. And it is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Rudolph. And he's got a noon one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rudolph on 1st down. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rudolph going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a few kneel-downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Scarlett. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.